vehicle.
Officer, this is my car. I'm just loading my things.
I need to see your ID. We got a suspicious person report.
A suspicious? I'm loading my own car. What crime do you think I'm
You're being
committing?
uncooperative. Step back.
I am cooperating.
You're detaining me without any legal basis.
The parking lot security camera captured everything, every word, every movement. And Officer David Hutchins had absolutely no idea that the woman he was about to handcuff had spent the last 19 years sitting on the federal bench presiding over cases involving police misconduct, civil rights violations, and Fourth Amendment abuses. The woman standing next to the black Mercedes wasn't panicking, she wasn't crying, she wasn't begging. She was Judge Keisha Langford, and she had sentenced corrupt police officers to prison. She had ruled on qualified immunity cases. She had written legal opinions that became binding precedent in 3 states. And now she was about to become the plaintiff in a lawsuit that would cost the city hundreds of thousands of dollars and end multiple careers. Before we dive deeper into this absolutely shocking story, I need you to do something. Drop a comment right now and tell me where you're watching from. Your country, your state, wherever you are. And if you believe in holding authority figures accountable when they abuse their power, hit that subscribe button. This story gets even more intense. You don't want to miss what happens next. Keisha Langford was not someone who expected special treatment. At 52 years old, she had been a federal judge for nearly 2 decades. She had handled death penalty cases, organized crime prosecutions, and complex civil rights litigation. She was fair, thorough, and known for holding both prosecutors and defense attorneys to the highest standards. That Saturday afternoon, Judge Langford had been shopping. Nothing unusual, nothing suspicious, just a regular weekend errand run. She had gone to a high-end outdoor mall in La Jolla, purchased some items for her home, and was loading shopping bags into the trunk of her Mercedes when everything went wrong. The car was hers, properly registered, with current tags. She had the key fob in her hand. She was dressed in casual weekend clothes, jeans and a blazer, nothing flashy. She was doing exactly what thousands of people do every day in parking lots across America, loading purchases into a vehicle and preparing to leave. Then she heard the voice behind her. "Ma'am, step away from the vehicle." Keisha turned around. A San Diego police officer was approaching her, hand on his service weapon, not drawn, but resting on it, a position of readiness. Officer David Hutchins was 36 years old, 8 years on the force, and responding to what he thought was a suspicious person call. Someone had reported a woman acting suspiciously near expensive vehicles in the parking lot. The description was vague. Black, female, medium build, near a black Mercedes. That was it. No description of suspicious behavior, no report of attempted theft, just a black woman near an expensive car. Hutchins had decided that Keisha was the suspicious person. Keisha kept her hands visible, one still holding her key fob. "Is there a problem, officer? I need you to step away from the vehicle and show me some identification." Keisha's legal mind immediately recognized what was happening. This was a Fourth Amendment seizure. Hutchins had detained her without reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. She had 2 choices: comply and sort it out later, or assert her rights immediately. She chose assertion. "Officer, I'm loading my own car with my own purchases. I have the key fob right here. What reasonable suspicion do you have that I'm engaged in criminal activity?" Hutchins didn't like the question. Most people he stopped didn't ask questions. They just complied. "Ma'am, I'm investigating a suspicious person report. I need to see your ID." "What specific suspicious behavior was reported?" Keisha asked. "Because loading shopping bags into a car isn't suspicious. It's normal. Someone called in a report. A report of what, specifically? What crime do they believe was being committed?" Hutchins' hand tightened on his weapon. "Ma'am, you need to cooperate." "I am cooperating. I'm asking you to articulate the legal basis for this stop. That's not obstruction. That's my constitutional right." The confrontation was escalating. Other shoppers were starting to notice. Some slowed down to watch.
Ma'am, step away from the vehicle.